Hi, Onion here. I'm back with Final Fantasy XIV Online, main story quest, full playthrough. We are using text to audio with all of the scripted main story quests as well. And in addition, we are doing the job quests, here and there quests that quality of life stuff, glamour, chocobo. So right now we are still finishing up round 24, but every day there are some things to do. Every week we have the challenge log, still going through the hunting log as we run into them. The game does take you to every location where they're going to be, and every day we do have the duty finder roulette leveling, which gives a big chunk of experience. So hopefully right now we're barely finishing up 47. Maybe we'll get to 50, finish up the job quest, and get our new gear upgrade. Alright, I'm gonna run that, and I'll be back in a sec.
Cross our gates in search of blood.
Come hither, children of the dawn. The undying master will drink deep tonight.
Alright, another 8-minute dungeon. That's a pretty good run. Had some good pulls. Crew knew what they were doing, so good deal. And halfway to 50.
Ah, you're back. Tell me the Sylph Elder as well. Thank the gods for that. I don't rightly know what to make of the rest of your tale, but I'm full glad Frio didn't come to any harm. Ah, but there I go tempting fate. Run over to Little Solace and secure us peace with the Sylphs before it else befalls us, eh? Rest assured, I'll send word to our friends of Charline and the Twin Adder both. You've done Gridania a great service this day, lass, and earned yourself a place of honor here at the Druthers in so doing. Be sure and come by whenever you feel like a drop of Quicurrent firewater. Say, friend, there's something I'd like to ask you to see delivered to the Sylphs of Little Solace. This is Ema Rose Oil. It's a gift to celebrate the safe return of their tribe's elder, and a token of Gridania's desire to unite. The wood is not what it once was. The calamity changed the elementals, weakened them. Until their strength is returned, we must lend them ours to keep the wood safe. But ours alone will not be enough. We must have the strength of the Sylphs, as well. Only by working together and fighting together will we survive together, and the 12 wood with us. The gift I ask you to bear is a symbol of the hope that both Gridanian and Sylph alike will live to see the light beyond this darkness. A gift from Walking One Buscarin? A gift for these ones? Such a lovely scent. This one has never smelled anything like this before. Walking one Buskar and an adventuring one are very kind. Know that this one is deeply grateful. Many walking ones are scary. Many walking ones utter many lies and much deception. But this one is moved. Let all these ones be friends forever. This one has been expecting walking one. This one fetches elder one. This one is pleased to see walking one again. Welcome to the home of these ones. Ah, there you are, Onion. We have just been hearing tell of your deeds of daring do. Well done. Ah, the walking ones who aided Noraxia. This one is grateful. A pleasure to have been of service. If you do not mind my asking, how did your misadventure come about? This one does not mind. The misadventures, as walking one calls them, of this one began when Imperial ones entered the wood. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial ones closely. But these ones watched too closely, and Imperial ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled into Toto Rock. Would that this one had not. In Toto Rock, a sinister one robed in black tried to feed this one to a many-legged one.
A sinister one robed in black? Why do I have the feeling I should be more worried about that than I am?
Elder Frio, we come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the words of the Elder Seer. This one sees. So walking ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Ramu. Plainly put, yes. Your people summoned the Lord of Levin but once, yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm.
But it's not as if the Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seer wrote to you.
This one well knows and respects Horned One Khan E Senna. Be assured, like walking ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Ramu to protect the wood from Imperial ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Ramu was summoned, and all those ones who took part became touched ones. These ones want so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how, and still do not know. Touched ones, meanwhile, wanted to turn these ones into touched ones, and did know how. So this one fled to little solace with all those ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Ramu. But walking ones of Gridania need not fear touched ones or Lord Ramu. Unlike other primal ones, Lord Ramu is not callous and cruel. So long as walking ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral homeland, where touched ones reside, walking ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of touched ones. This one would speak instead of these ones. As this one said, these ones desire peace with walking ones of Gridania. And so these ones ask for a chance to set things right. By way of an addendum, mortals who are tempered come to take on the qualities embodied by the primal in question. In the case of the Sylphs, Ramu's influence has made them fiercely protective of their homeland.
That explains why they're so hostile towards trespassers, but what about the abductions?
A fine question, Ida. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered Sylph's desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Ramu. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back into the fold. A timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Frio, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the Sylphs are united in their desire for peace. Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to Horned One Khan E Senna. And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Ramu to rest.
That Sylph Elder's very reasonable, I must say. You could learn a lot from him.
Was that a jibe? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her on the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable.
Anyway, we're going to head back to the Waking Sands and tell Minfilia all about it.
Fear not, we will be sure to mention the instrumental part you played in all of this. And while we see to that, we should appreciate it if you would deliver Frio's missive to the Adder's Nest. Elder Frio, we humbly thank you for your time. It has been an honor. The honor is this one's. Together, let the walking ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. Please wait, walking one onion. This one has yet to give walking one a token of this one's appreciation. When these ones summoned Lord Ramu, these ones were gifted this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon walking one as a symbol of these one's trust. This one was not mistaken about walking one. Walking one is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light from within walking one enveloped the crystal, this one saw. Mark this one well, that crystal will one day be of use to walking one. Walking one must keep the crystal safe at all times. Before walking one returns to Gridania, this one would ask walking one to watch touched ones. So long as touched ones are not troubled, touched ones will not make trouble. If walking one witnesses touched ones making no trouble, mayhap walking one can testify to walking ones of Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homeland is fraught with danger. This one marks down safe places to look out for touched ones.
There are tempered sylphs in the distance. You do not sense that they pose a danger if left alone.
Ah, private full play. How went the meeting with the sylphs? A missive from the sylph elder himself? If I may. So the sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Ramu. And so long as we leave the tempered ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. The elder Seedseer will be overjoyed to hear that the sylphs have welcomed our overtures. And in the knowledge that they bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources towards tackling the more conspicuous threats to our security. You have done our nation a great service, private full play. It will not be forgotten. The Sylphic folk have long been friends to Gridania. The mere thought of being at war with them pained the elder Seedseer to no end, but owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Once again, I thank you. Had the scions of the Seventh Dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may well have led us into needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Minfilia.
Hello? Hello, Onion? Can you hear me? It is I, Minfilia. Ida and Paplimo returned some little while ago. And they wasted no time in regaling me with the tale of your exploits. Thanks in large part to you, the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done, yet the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. I would apprise you of the present situation in person.
Your present rank is Serpent Private 3rd Class. In order to be promoted to Serpent Private 2nd Class, you must fulfill the following requirements.
I have picked up a couple seals from Fates. The 10 that we did got us enough to get here.
In the sight of the elementals, I hereby confer upon you the rank of Serpent Private 2nd Class and all rights and privileges associated with the title. Go forth and do that which brings peace to the 12th Wood and honor to our name.
Well, if it isn't my favorite adventurer. Welcome back, Onion. Lady Minfilia awaits you within the solar. Please enter at your leisure.
I am given to understand that the matter of Ramu has finally been resolved.
I fear resolved bespeaks a permanence we cannot rightly claim. Yet I am well satisfied that the Lord of Levin will not trouble us in the foreseeable future.
Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me.
How fares the investigation?
Well enough. Thancred is sparing no effort. They are many in one, just as you suspected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still.
I see. I have been meaning to ask, but is Alicea quite well? I feel as if I have scarcely seen her in recent days.
Oh, you haven't, and nor have I, alas. Alicea has chosen to walk her own path, stubborn girl, but you may be assured that our destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust the Boldesian report will serve you well.
I take it we can proceed as discussed.
Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act.
It is good to see you again, Onion. I have been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the Twelfthwood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud.
With that, we can strike Ramu from the list.
So who's next? The Sahagin and Leviathan?
The Lord of the Whirl has not answered his minions' call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While the Sahagin remain as aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices, for a time, at least.
For a time bears repeating. We can ill afford to fall complacent.
It is as Yshtala says. Unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when next a primal will return to plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows.
Any word on Titan? The Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long, you may depend upon it.
Indeed. So, then, of all the known primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with
Gridania. Wait, I meant Garuda, who is the primal of the Ixal who live near Gridania. Yes, that's what I meant. So many moms to cover. Would that there were a more efficient way to conduct our surveys. Were he still with us, we should not long have wanted for a more practicable solution.
She's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief?
But one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the Sylphs, under the sage guidance of the Seedseers. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You have earned it. Is there something else, Onion? Beg pardon? A man named La Habria, sporting a red mask and robed in black. 12 Preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Askans took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities and investigate this La Habria, learn all we can of him and his designs. I dread to Eek. To Toru. A sylph, in Thanalan?
At long last, this one finds walking one onion. This one is most dependable of these ones. Is sent by Elder One Frio to help walking ones. This one is called Noraxia. This one comes as a friend. Let these ones be friends.
Pleasure to meet you, Noraxia. Yes, Totoro is as ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else. Not all of us are forged of the same steel as you, I'm afraid, but it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to no end to see ours continue to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite, Onion, drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Askans' presence, but that they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. I am afraid there is no rest for the weary, Onion. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Ashen known as La Habria. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present, we know little and less about the Askans, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Uda to inquire further. How you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Onion.
The masked man? Ah, you are come on behalf of the science, of course. Yes, as we've already relayed to Lady Minfilia, there has been a sighting of this rogue near about Eastern Thanalan. A brass blade stationed at Highbridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of Quicurn. Fate can be a cruel mistress, but do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hayabaru. The fellow's always starved for customers, and he'd no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. Welcome to Highbridge, adventurer. Whatever you seek, I, Hayabaru, can provide it, probably. You're after a masked man? I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? When the Order of Nulthul began excavating the ruins below, I had hopes that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims. But thanks to the nigh endless Beastman raids, folk are too afraid to come within a malm of here. I sold everything I own to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good, though. No, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares. Spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. The masked man? Bah, T'll take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go and ask the other merchants. I've heard tell of the masked devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere about Thanalan, too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of the imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. On the trail of a masked man? I've heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It's said he wears a black hooded robe, and looks right suspicious. And that's about all I can say, little though it is. Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters lurking about. Folk have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the Quicurn raids. None but the most devout of pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The Quicurn raids are so constant, so organized, we're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. I've finally got some honest-to-God's information on your masked man. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own 2 eyes. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff over at Tall's Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man. Your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in answer, some Quaikern appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had dispersed, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It will be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So, what do you think? That's some sound, reliable information, even if I do say so myself. Well worth all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Back so soon? Were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? This scroll. It bears a prayer to Ralgar, the Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Ralgar is the guardian deity of Ala Mhigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I'd wager my last guild that your assailant was Ala Mhigo. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess, the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That selfsame merchant also senses danger ahead, and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? The Ala Mhigo bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So, it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head toward Little Ala Mhigo, over in southern Thanalan. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favored destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Uda. The hearts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in. And for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for a not-so-warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much a help she will be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who has, relocated to Little Ala Mhigo. Her name is Ahira, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first, and while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. I suppose this is it, then. I had hoped that you would linger here a while, cull some fiends, spend some coin, what have you, but something tells me you're destined for greater things. Wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best.